Hey, it's Todd Ault. This is Risk on Sports. We'll be done in about 15 minutes. Check it out.
That was wonderful, Todd.
Really?
15 minutes of fame right now.
You got 15 minutes, man.
Yeah, I know.
What's
We're
up,
looking
Randy?
at some
How's it going?
GoDaddy
I like
Randy
your
in the
GoDaddy
house.
shirt.
Thank you.
I got a microphone issue here.
Randy,
There.
this Thursday we get on a jet. We head to good places. Back home in Indiana.
Back home again in
Indiana. It's true.
Really?
The Gomer Powell used to sing that all the time.
Yeah,
remember?
there's a song. I
Yeah,
just
Jim
watched
Neighbors.
it.
Jim Neighbors sang it all the time.
Yeah.
Boy. You know, that's the old Jim Neighbors.
I love that one.
Boy. It is.
You know,
Joe, look at. Can we zoom in on Joe's hair? Look, show him the sideburns, Joe.
look, hold on.
Yeah, I know.
Dude, at breakfast this morning, I was looking at you going, Jesus, man, a guy moves to Vegas, gets a fucking haircut.
Do we have anybody in the chat? I don't expect it, but
Why are you so negative today?
He is super negative today.
Why are you so
I'm
negative?
saving all my run good for later on.
Why are you so negative today?
Because I'm going to be positive in about 2 hours.
I know, but why are you so negative today?
Here we go.
Here you go, what?
Come on, give me some broadcast. Who's here? Anybody?
This is, listen, for future shows.
Yo, Phil Mickelson was 50 years old. He won a major.
He'll be 51 in a month, by the way.
Holy I can't say that.
We're not too far apart, him and I.
Me neither.
Dude, that's
apparently.
Lefty, man. He's great. I love that guy.
Yeah. Have you ever seen his wife?
Is she hot?
When's his birthday?
I met her at the Mercedes about like 100 years ago
Uh-huh.
down in La Jolla.
Which is spelled differently than what you would think.
La Jolla.
Yeah.
Jolla.
La Jolla.
Anyways, she's beautiful. She is so pretty.
Wow.
Really pretty.
I met Phil Mickelson. He's like 5 days a year and 360 days older than me.
If you look at Phil
We were
Mickelson,
5
Phil
days
Mickelson
apart.
and I, it's a true story, by the way. You want me to show it later on?
I
Yes.
do.
Show
Phil
me.
Mickelson and I were on the centerfold of Sports Illustrated.
Oh wait, I've seen this one.
You have, haven't
yeah.
you? Yeah.
No way. I don't
It's a true
believe it.
story. You don't? You think I'm making it up?
Yeah.
Not a joke.
How did you end up on this? All right. wanna
I
see
was at the
this.
Mercedes. Julie Crenshaw, which is Ben Crenshaw's wife, he was a
Okay.
golfer.
Yep.
And my friend Steve Sipe, who's a very good friend of mine. He was, he's very involved in sports. He was a sports marketing guy. He knew Julie Crenshaw. He knew a bunch of people down there, Freddie Couples. He's a good golfer, Steve Sipe. He invited me to Mercedes, and we got to walk with Phil Mickelson and Freddie Couples for the last round of the Mercedes. And so Phil hit the ball over by a tree, like a root, and then all of a sudden I'm just standing there by the ball, and I think Julie Crenshaw, like Crenshaw's wife, was like maybe one behind me or something, and then Steve was next to me. All of a sudden this crowd came up, and here comes Phil to hit the ball, and I'm standing like 1 foot away, and they took a picture and called him the Golden Boy. And I didn't know this, but like 3 or 4 months later, I get a call from a friend of mine. Dude, you know you're in Sports Illustrated? I'm like, what? He's like, you're in Sports Illustrated with Phil Mickelson.
Yeah, that's
and I'm like,
awesome.
is that true? And sure enough, it was.
Yeah.
And in fact, I found it online the other day.
That's wild.
Yeah. Yeah, it was wild.
Hey, we went 0-1 yesterday on a parlay.
Yeah, but you didn't bet really much.
I didn't bet anything this weekend.
Well, let's get to the numbers because they're amazing.
I took a break.
You know, by the way, that's the whole point of the show is just keep putting it out that your numbers are amazing. Eventually you get to say, I've done this for 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 5 weeks, 6 weeks, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13,
You had a
14.
pretty good Saturday.
I did it for a whole Saturday. I did it for a whole week. I did it for a whole year.
We're working on the
What's your bankroll?
$49.97.
So you're not even talking about the big win you had on Saturday.
That's what I was saying.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Oh yeah, $600-700 with $25. Yeah, no.
Oh yeah.
You hit a parlay that was huge,
Actually,
and you almost
Friday
hit a
night.
You almost hit a mega parlay.
Yeah, I screwed up. I thought the Mariners were winning. They lost. We would have had a nice one.
Okay, but you had a nice one.
Yeah, we went 3-1.
What is up with you today?
What are you talking about?
You've taken $1,200 to $5,000 in not even 2 months.
Yeah.
You are killing it.
That's good.
And you're negative.
I want to start betting more, I think. Bigger. Yeah. June
Randy,
1st.
do you have anything to add? Because we're going to come back to him when he decides he's in a good mood. Let's go to you, Randy.
Are you sure? Okay. Well, it
Yeah.
was a big weekend in big weekend in motorsports. Monaco was crazy. I told you guys on Thursday, Charles Leclerc had a gearbox issue, didn't get out in the first practice, came back Saturday, took the pole, and then promptly crashed with 18 seconds left in qualifying. It halted the qualifying, but he still was on pole. So everybody else that was on a hot lap couldn't get their laps in. Max Verstappen might have taken pole, but Leclerc was on pole for Ferrari, which is outstanding. Hamilton was 7th, so it was looking to be a good race. And then Ferrari was concerned about Leclerc's gearbox, but if you change the gearbox before the race, you got to move back 5 spots. They didn't want to do that. They looked at it. They said, it looks okay. We think it's okay. Well, he went out to do the installation lap before the race, and there was a drive shaft failure. Didn't even start the race, didn't even be in the race at all, so he ended up not even racing after taking pole at Monaco. And then he's from Monaco, Charles Leclerc, so it was devastating for him and Ferrari fans all over the world, I'm sure. So
I'm completely confused. Leclerc didn't race at all?
No.
Now, this tells you how clueless I am. Then who won?
Max Verstappen.
Yep.
But it was given to Verstappen kind of because Leclerc was on pole, Verstappen was second. At Monaco, it's so tight, he would have never got past Leclerc in the first corner. Leclerc, if he would have taken the lead, he probably would have won the race. But because of this mechanical issue probably caused by the accident the day before, which they didn't want to address, I guess, they checked and they said they thought everything was okay. But they should have just changed the gearbox or whatever they had to do. But they thought it was okay. They went for it. They didn't want him to be back
Who
5.
was second then? Give me the rundown.
Oh, it was awesome. Carlos Sainz for Ferrari finished second.
Okay, because I saw Carlos on the. Okay,
Yeah,
that's
incredible.
what I'm confused about. I saw someone on the podium.
Right, and then Lando Norris for McLaren was third. So it was a good race. In fact, I turned it off. I got up to watch it, but once I saw Leclerc, they said Leclerc's not going to run, and they showed him walking back to the pits. I go, I'm not even watching this now. I mean,
Why?
well, because I knew Verstappen was going to win. I knew that he had no competition then. He's got a clear track. The pole sitter's out of the race. So I went back to bed. I said, I'm not going to sit and watch this. But it
Lando
actually,
Norris got a podium.
yeah, it actually turned out to be a pretty good race. I mean, that's awesome for Sainz and Lando Norris. Just like in IndyCar and Formula One, too, a lot of these young drivers are starting to come up now, and it's making it more exciting. It's going to be a good series once Hamilton's gone and Mercedes.
I saw Hamilton got he was P7, right? And then what's his name didn't finish?
Bottas, yeah, Bottas had a stuck wheel nut, and I guess they couldn't get the wheel nut out of the wheel, and so they had to park him. So he hasn't done much for Mercedes anyway.
What do you remember the top 10?
No, just the top 3. Yeah, just top 3.
And then
I think Vettel was 5th, which was probably his best result in a long time for Aston Martin. But that's about all I'd heard. Like I said, I was going to watch it, but I was all excited, man. Finally, Formula One's going to have a good race. You know, no Mercedes front row, no Mercedes Hamilton wins. And then it still was pretty good, so I'm sure fans enjoyed it more than what's been going on lately.
Yeah, I saw Ferrari on the podium. That's what confused me because I thought it looked like Leclerc to me.
Yeah.
I didn't even see it. Which
Yeah,
is
it's a shame for Leclerc. He's from there. He was devastated, man. What a bummer. So hopefully this is good news, though. Maybe Ferrari's finally turning the corner with the technology and the
Although
performance.
they blew the pole.
Yeah. Yeah. So, anyways, on to Indianapolis. I don't know if you guys saw what happened. Incredible qualifying session. Will Power almost didn't make the race. Will Power had to sweat it out. He hit the wall on his last lap even, barely squeaked into 32nd position.
Really?
Yeah. The all-female team just squeaked into. They barely got in. They're 33rd and last.
But good that they're in.
They're in,
But they
though.
did get in. It was
Wow,
an incredible
ETX.
job for those people. They were on their back foot the whole weekend trying to find answers. What's funny is what happens in qualifying is they add more turbo boost, like I was telling you guys. And for some reason, with a lot of these teams, when they add the extra turbo boost, also these teams, they can't find the speed. They can't get up to speed, like the other guys. And they're scratching their head for answers. They'll talk to the drivers and mechanics, and these guys go, we don't know what's wrong. We don't know why we can't go faster. They're doing all these different tweaks and stuff, the mechanics and engineers. They're all scratching their heads. That's what's the mystique about Indianapolis is always in qualifying when these things happen. You could win one year, and the next year be fighting for your life just to make the race.
Jimmy Johnson's obviously a big name. I saw all these commercials with Jimmy Johnson. I'm like, oh, my God.
Yeah. Oh, the
race-
worst was, I don't know if you saw, he was doing some of the broadcast commentary, and this other guy, Steve Letarte, who's a NASCAR crew chief, these guys don't know what the hell they're talking about. And this Letarte guy actually called it the Daytona 500. Get out of here.
By the way, Steve Letarte He was either Jimmy Johnson or I think he was actually Jeff Gordon's
he
crew
was
chief for a long time.
He was. And listen, that's great. You do the NASCAR broadcast. You can't tell me NBC can't find an IndyCar crew chief that's retired or was in the sport that you can get on that knows the sport.
They don't
that can
even
talk
care.
About it.
They don't even care.
It was so pathetic. I wish I could have just heard the audio of the engines, and I can do it myself. I don't need. You guys could have done a better job. Believe me. But anyways, Scott Dixon took pole. It's kind of expected. He was quick all week. But Colton Herta second, and that's my pick for the race, Jason. I'm taking Colton Herta for the win.
What about Pato?
No.
Pato was 12th.
Yep.
There, in the top 12 cars, there was only 3 Chevrolets. The 2 Ed Carpenter cars are 3rd and 4th with Renus VK on the front row, and then Ed Carpenter inside second row. They're going to have a good shot to win.
And by the way, that's why Bitcoin went up today.
It's what?
Because the Bitcoin car is number 3.
I believe it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure. For sure, that's big news.
It's all voodoo, dude.
Does he get paid in Bitcoin?
Wouldn't that be
Yeah, they're paying
spectacular?
the team members have the option to get paid in Bitcoin. I told that story on the show. You weren't here, Todd. I think you were on in Arizona, but Ed Carpenter offered his employees the option to get paid in Bitcoin. It's up to them. They can get regular pay or in Bitcoin. So they're the first team to do it. Now other IndyCar teams are talking about doing it. So it's a trend. It's
I actually thought Ed Carpenter was riding the Bitcoin car, not VK.
No, yeah, VK. But VK's got a better chance than Carpenter. He's a little quicker than Carpenter. He's younger, and he doesn't know any better. Carpenter's veteran, and he's good. He's always good there. But I think VK's really going to be a huge threat on race day, man. He was saying yesterday they had a final practice yesterday after the qualifying, and he said, and I was talking about, were these guys going to be able to pass? I'm not sure, because cars were getting behind each other, and they were having a difficult time passing. He said he could suck up behind 4 cars and pass them all easily.
Hey, can we focus? Go ahead. I'm sorry.
He parked his car a half an hour before practice was over. He was so happy. He goes, he had his big smile on his face. He's dialed. What
was 231 was the top speed? 231.8 or something?
Yeah, that was the top speed with Dixon. And the whole front row did all 231. And this is the fastest starting field in the history of the Indianapolis 500. The average 1 through 33, 230 miles an hour average pace for the field.
So I was noticing, by the way, that the pace was like basically the top. I was pointing this out to my family because I was watching qualifying. Dixon was 231.885 or 858, and then number 2 was only 2/10 below him.
Yeah,
I'm like,
3/10. He only beat him by 3/10, Colton Herta. So that doesn't mean anything.
It doesn't mean anything. And I was looking below and going, dude, you got to be 230 miles an hour to be in the top. Like, this is crazy.
Yeah, in the top. How many?
Hey, let's go to the screen real quick. Rick, this is a guy who I go with Rick to the. I went with Rick to Formula One, right?
Yeah, in 2000 when we went to the very first.
Rick?
We went to the very first Grand Prix at Indianapolis.
Yeah, there he is.
He's
There's our buddy
behind you.
Rick. Thanks, Rick, for wearing the Risk On shirt.
Rico
Rick On cap.
McRicko.
Rick, we went to the first Indianapolis U.S. Grand Prix, right?
Right.
Hey, everyone, focus really quickly on Joe's head. Can we do this again? Can we focus on Joe's head? No, not his head. Joe's head. Look, all the audience members need to look closely at him. If you're going to be at the Indianapolis 500 and you find this guy, he's going to give you free merch.
I am.
Joe and his wife will be there at Indianapolis with me and my wife. Jason will be there. Darren's going to be there. His girlfriend and Randy's going to be there.
Yep, big crew.
Everyone's Randy's girlfriend.
I agree.
And if you find Joe, if you find Crypto Joe, all I got to do is walk up and say, Crypto Joe, and he'll give you a Risk On shirt.
Yep. Nice. Maybe a cap
Isn't that
too.
nice? Okay, can we now? Are you now in a better mood now?
Boy. Yeah.
So I think the answer is no.
You want some money?
So can we cover how well you did on Friday and what's going on?
How much money do you want to get? Right now I'm watching BTX go to 17.
Wrong show.
Ooh, wrong show.
All right, fine. All right, Friday we went 2-1 on straight picks, 3-1 on parlays. We made $650. That was fine. Saturday we bet 2 games. We made $5. Yesterday we bet 1 game. We lost $100. On the year we're 59-60 on straight picks, and we're 30-76 on parlays. That's getting better, by the way.
The parlays are getting better.
That's good for 37.97 profit. Add $1,200 to the initial investment. We're at $4,997. We started April 1st. It's May 24th. So what is that? 54 days. 3,800. Yeah,
By the way, there's no martingale going on here. This isn't martingale. This is real betting. This isn't, I got a whale play and give me $500 and I'm the GOAT. This is real betting.
How does he do that?
That's
I'm the
nonsense.
GOAT.
Maybe we should do that. Maybe we're doing it wrong.
We probably are doing it wrong. Hey, audience, I guarantee you the spread. It's a lock. It's a guaranteed lock.
And if you don't get it, well, we'll give you the last place for the rest of the year for free.
I'll martingale you to death.
Anyway, we know a guy that's close to us right here in the studio. He's not far. He's in an office in this building. He bought the package for
He did.
Vegas Dave. It was $3,900.
Yep.
Wait, he did?
Oh, yeah.
Last summer for baseball.
I didn't know that.
He
Yep.
got destroyed. They were like giving him.
Wait, our guy, the guy over there?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the one that's running with Jason.
Yeah.
He bought the package?
Yeah, he went halvesies with another guy. They spent like $1,900 each.
And what happened?
He kept getting plays like bet the Dodgers minus 350. Clayton Kershaw's on the mound, bro. Like they would lose like 2 games, and then they would chase the 3rd game, and then the Dodgers would get swept on the series, and he'd lose his whole damn bankroll because he'd be doubling down, and then doubling down again. Martingailing, insanity. I don't know.
He is so happy with Jason. Let me
I
tell
bet he
you.
is because he's not getting martingaled to death.
He got to step up and like bet 200, you lose. You bet 300 to win 100, right? Then you lose. Then the next night out, it's Walker Buehler. He's like minus 250. So you got to bet another 250 plus the 300 to
You
win
can
100.
get all romantic and go bet with people that are big. Oh, I'm Vegas Dave. Let me. No, I like actually Vegas Dave. I don't want to use Vegas
Whatever.
Dave. It's
He's a
bad
marketing
example.
genius.
He's a marketing genius.
But
He's
he can't
brilliant.
pick a winner. I'm
He
telling
is
you
a
that.
Oh, wow. I didn't
Can't
say
pick a
that,
winner.
Vegas Dave. Just
I
so we're
did.
clear. I want to be able to carry your purses around.
I did. Yeah, of course. But that's
I
fine.
just want to open baseball cards with him.
He made a couple good moves with baseball cards in futures.
Oh,
bets.
he's smart. I'm just
And-
kidding
and
around,
he's-
Dave.
and he's
We're having
crushed.
fun with
He's
you.
leveraged it.
We're having fun. You're a marketing genius, man. In the meantime,
Hey,
you're printing money.
but if Steve Stevens offered to fight him, you know I'm betting Steve Stevens. He's probably minus 400. I'm laying the wood. I'm betting 4 dimes to win a dime if Steve Stevens fights Vegas Dave. I'll tell you that right
I'm
now.
not part of that. I love you, Vegas Dave.
Anyway.
I'll bet your way every day. Vegas Dave, you're the best.
I'll take Steve
You're so
Stevens.
good. I'm all kidding around.
I'd
man.
rather.
I have no opinion.
I would like to have.
No, you got to admit he's the marketing genius.
Oh, yeah.
I'd rather
And
have,
he's sold some baseballs for a lot of money.
Who would you rather have a beer with?
He sold some baseball cards.
Steve Stevens.
I'd rather have a beer with you.
Way back in the day, I held one of those.
By the way, I'd rather have a beer with you
yeah.
and you and you.
But I'd like to have a beer with Steve
I'll have a beer with
Stevens.
Josh,
He's a
too.
good dude.
I held one of the most expensive baseball cards in history once.
Honus
Mickey Mantle,
Wagner.
52 rookie.
No, dude. You know the card because it was
Honus
at,
Wagner.
Yeah, Honus Wagner.
Yeah, we used to own part of a baseball grading
yeah,
company.
you
also
told
held
me
the
that.
also held the 1921 or 22 fully signed ball by the Yankees.
Oh,
that
yeah.
was awesome.
Hey, with 2 minutes to go, got to cover some.
Hey,
fun-
I got to give some picks, or should I?
Okay, you can give the picks. Go quick.
Well, I'm going to put them out. They're going to get the text message.
It's 949-799-1831. 949-799-1831. 949-799-1831. This will give you the picks. Type in ROS, risk on, RS
it's a
in the text.
small
We'll
slate
send you them.
today.
Hey, we're giving them out for free until we stop doing that.
Yeah.
But they're
There's-
winners. Hey, Jason, we were winners last
There's
night,
only
right? We were
no,
winners.
we lost last night. There's only 7
we lose
games.
last night?
We lost 100. Oh, we won.
We won.
Yeah, we won.
So I'll give you a real quick story. It'll be less than 30 seconds. Jason and I go to the casino last night. I had gotten my ass walloped for the last 2 days. So I went up. I won like 11 hands in blackjack in a
Yeah.
row. And I said, okay, and Jason said, let's cash out.
Let's cash out.
We walked out with money.
Matter of fact, today there's only 8 games, so I wanted to see. Man, where's that? We got a minute. I know, Mr. Producer.
I'm walking out.
I know.
So my pick is plus 3,500 VK.
Here's the question.
Good pick.
Randy, if you get a face card and you have 15, do you hit him blackjack? If the dealer has a face card, the answer is yes, right? Mm-hmm. You don't want to, but you got to
it's
do it,
risky.
right?
Yeah,
But
we're
yeah.
wrapping it up. Todd's
not risky. You know
Todd
what?
cashed out.
Catch me outside. How about that?
Jason's a good handicapper, even in blackjack and poker.
We got 10 seconds. I'll
got
post
no
the picks
time.
on the chat. That's fine.
They're
Whatever.
gonna be in the chat. Check
Not
the
worried
post
about
out. We'll see at 105. We got an abbreviated show. It's only gonna be 20 minutes probably.
Yeah.
Because we got a big meeting today. So we'll see ya. This has been
Catch
Risk
me
on
outside.
Sports.
How about that?
Thanks, Randy, for the Indy update. Check out
Got it.
Crypto Joby at Indy. Got to call. Go find them. Get some free merch. We'll see you tomorrow. Check out the
Later.
105 show.
Subscribe.